everyone. Hi, my name is Kyoko, and today I want to talk about my life, maybe last 12 years. 12 years ago, I was just a housewife, but I divorced. It was a difficult divorce, so I didn't really have much money when I divorced. I have I have two children, and at that time they were in middle school and also high school, so they are not yet independent. So what is the first step for me to do? First step is I have to work, but I had a very hard divorce, and also my mother died, and then my father died, so it was not very good timing. And my children actually encouraged me to work, and also my friends and my sister in Japan um, really helped me to talk through, and I decided to work. But how can I start? I don't know, like how I start looking for a job. Somehow I didn't want to work because it seems like applying for a job is so hard and finding a perfect job is so hard. But one day I saw um, advertisement in the newspaper, and an advertisement said something like this: "We are looking for seasonal workers. This job is perfect for students and housewives." So I thought, well, maybe this is not so hard to do. Maybe I can try. That's how I apply, accepted at the ETS. So I started working as a part-time employee at ETS as a phone agent. And working in a call center is not that easy, especially if it's your first time. And as you know, customers of the call center usually angry. We rarely speak to very happy customers. So first I didn't know how to handle these calls. And English is not my first language, so I also have some language barrier. And it is very difficult to hear sometimes with echoes and distortion. And also figuring out about the different accent of different regions. That was also very challenging. At the workplace, you probably know that there are nice people, but also difficult people. Difficult people are kind of intimidating and angry. There was one lady who was mad at me because I didn't go voting, but I explained that I am green card holder, so I don't have a right to vote. But she was always not happy about it. And the second case, there's a guy who always looking at my lunchbox and making fun of my food. So he didn't like say dried mushrooms or bitter cucumbers or fish, and he was always making fun of food. And the third kind of mean people are actually the worst. Those people don't like you and want to dismiss you. So what they do is to put a very bad evaluation for you. So there's a lady who always wrote really bad evaluations, and it usually goes something like, okay, the score is like a 75, and a comment. There are various grammatical and mistakes, various mistakes, but I was looking and looking, but I was not able to find any mistakes. And she was not very specific. So I always have to fight with those evaluations. Sometimes if you complain, a team lead is going to update your score to 100%. But good news is that I don't have to deal with those people anymore because they are not here anymore. Nice people. The nice people are like my colleagues always say hi and joke with me and ask me how are you doing, and those are very nice people. And also mentors. And I have 3 good mentors, and the first mentor asked me to apply for a permanent position, so I did, and then that's how I got my permanent position. Second mentor actually pushed me into education, and he explained to me that I have to take a course. And I think he was right, because later we kind of going through the restructuring phase. And the third mentor actually told me to make an appointment with a manager and just tell the manager that I'm ready for the new position. So please let me know when it's ready. And he also actually picks the programs for me and recommended the MBA program and also business communication. That's how I ended up with this program. So I really appreciate it. And we went through some kind of organizational change in our office. So it's like a mild restructuring. So some people sort of losing positions, but some people are getting new positions. And fortunately, I was able to survive and I was promoted. And after I was promoted, and I start doing the temporary accommodation decisions. In the beginning it was very hard because there was no formal training, and also I didn't get all the necessary information to do this job. So there was also mistakes in the beginning. But what I learned from this experience is I just have to proactively learn by myself. I can't ask other people how to do things all the time because it's very misleading. Sometimes I don't get the correct information. So I started to learn, like if I don't understand some technical issues or something, I try to Google and learn it by myself. And so 12 years later, now, my life is a little bit different. So I have a very good balance of work, school, maybe a little bit activity of tennis. And the difference is probably I found joy for helping people. Through this new position, temporary accommodation, I really like to help students, and it's very rewarding to me because I believe that I can make a difference in a student's life. And lastly, what I learned is communication is actually something very important and help you to um, get a new position or promotion or maybe take up a new study, job, or anything. And before I thought communication is rather passive thing, like I read something and I understand. I was thinking that's a communication, but actually communication is something more proactive and dynamic, and you can actually use it as a business tool to help you at your workplace. So this is the end of my presentation, and thank you very much. And I really enjoyed listening to other students' presentations. So I want to say thank you for that. This is the end.